All right then, welcome, welcome everybody to the stream. Apologies we're a teeny bit late, a couple minutes, but yeah, I was busy for a second. But yeah, today we are going to be going and doing some more Ironman. Fingers crossed we don't die. And I have to vaguely remember where we got to last time. It does seem we are level 20. So I don't know what that means though, right? I don't know if 20 means I have good gear or I'm under-leveled for the area I'm in. I'm in Ruddy Moor, which means I'm in Before the Shadow, which means I'm probably in Herna, I think. Vaguely. That's what I remember doing. But I realized I've been spending so much time on my own like brawler that I completely forgot what this brawl is doing. So yeah, but yeah, I'm doing good. Hopefully we're all otherwise doing well. An interesting day, but we are obviously here ready to go. I have my floaty names off for some reason. That's interesting. Oh yeah, we have kind of a thought going today, which is, so we only have an hour of the max morale. We hit level 20, right? Which means that we have ourselves a, not necessarily a choice, but a potential choice, I guess, of do we allow ourselves to do some skirmishes and therefore allow ourselves to buy skirmish gear, if more specifically skirmish weapons, because I have level 23. I want to go to like Westbury. We should be fine going to Westbury. I just want to very quickly see what skirmish battle gauntlets look like, because I think the idea was, if we were to go and do skirmishes, we can, we're not going to use our previous marks amount, but we can use our future, like we can start from 0, and every time we want something, we have to like buy it ourselves. But
what do you need?
I guess let's see. I cannot go to South Bree. Well, let's go. You know what? Actually, let's go to South Bree like properly and see how this goes. I do think we're pretty well off. The only thing will be a pocket item. There's a couple things we could do. If we want gear, like, which is a big thing, I don't think we're like under geared particularly. But if we want gear, the best choice we can make for ourselves is for us to get, to do missions in the Wildwoods, because that stuff seems to drop gear decently often. The only other thing I can think of is, it's difficult, right? Because this stuff is actually statted quite well, but we could go to somewhere like the Barrow Downs, Southern Barrow Downs, and sort of go that route as well. Because again, we can't use any rares or anything. But if I were to look at heavy armor,
what can I do for you?
At level 20, it's not going to be amazing. In fact, it's going to be straight up worse a lot of the time, but if we're missing a pocket item,
did you need something?
It's like, is that then a thing we can do? Like might, maybe. I don't think it's going to be the difference between surviving or not, but I will be picking up the skirmish thing just in case we do actually do skirmishes at some point. It's better for us to do this at level 20, where we are kind of decently geared, so that these guys are on level with us, versus when we're like level 40 running level 20 gear probably still and going off of that. So yeah, we'll see. I'm quite excited though, because Obviously, yesterday we did some Enidwaith and Dunland, and there's so much uncommon gear in there that I'm very excited for the day we actually get there. Fingers crossed. That will be our furthest progress, if so.
Good. Now use your
But
skill and call
it would
forth
be
the
very
soldier
nice
of the
to do that, because there's so much gear that we can get.
Very good.
Very
Now
good.
let me share with you the plan of how you're going to reclaim Bree.
I wish I could skip this
Skirmishes
sometimes.
against the enemy focus on
Yeah, battle
taking
gauntlets, though, they're like
locations
the big
of
deal.
Value and importance around the battlefield. In
I'm just
reclaiming
curious
Bree,
on
these
where we
locations
end
are
with
the
it.
South Gate, the auction house,
Come on.
and Bill Fanny's home in that order. The gate is well protected, but your soldier will aid you in the battle. If he falls, simply call for
You
another by
stop,
reusing the
Mr.
skill you learned.
Heathstraw. Let me play the
Not
game.
for my arm, I would be at
If
your
not for
side
your
as well.
arm, you would be at my side.
Now
Well, I
go
have a
and
feeling
reclaim Bree.
that, you know, I would be better if you weren't. Because, yeah, I should even be able to, like, one-shot some of these guys. And yeah, definitely won't take us long to do any of this. I don't even have my my guy because I just don't need him. We're like actually decently strong, which is gonna make it sad when I eventually die from being an idiot. He always T-poses. Always T-posing. Okay, so we've got 15 marks from that. So I guess maybe we'll see 15, 18 marks. I don't think we'll like tally up now. Maybe I'll be like, I have 15 marks or 30 marks or whatever. And then we'll go off of that. Because again, going over to weapons, which was right in front of me, I'm pretty sure. There we are.
Hello.
We can go level 20 and we can come down here and we can have a look at these gauntlets. Now they are technically in some ways better, some ways worse, right? Because we've got more or less damage, less might, but more vitality and more physical mastery. So we get a bit more health, but overall we're losing physical mastery, I think. But then we get to 23, and I'm pretty sure over the course of just generally life, these are actually here now. So we can maybe occasionally pick up some gear. Maybe not every level, but obviously at some point it's going to become problematic. I do wonder... Yeah, so they become purple there. Where's the earliest, or where's the latest, I should say? Okay, 37 is the latest we can get gauntlets. So if we can make level 37 gauntlets last us until... And they're only 5 marks. So to be fair, if I'm giving myself that allowance, like that's not difficult. That is a skirmish. Obviously I can't wear these, but these, look at them. They are nice. 10 marks and 1 medallion. That's actually like really good considering what else you get. I want to have a look at, yeah, 43, let's say. What would be our final thing in theory before tactical mitigation, finesse, crit, might, vitality? Like, damn, that's pretty good. But the stuff we have is also quite good. So it's not like the end of the world. It's just gauntlets are so awkward to get.
The inhabitants of Bree have spent the occupation holed up.
Oh, I
within
didn't
the Princeton
actually mean to
Coast,
use a morale pot.
angered
I'm
at
not
their
gonna lie.
uprising.
You will need a stronger ally for this foray. There are
But yeah, if
many
we just
ways
like
soldiers
occasionally
can
run
train
a
outside
skirmish,
of
let's say
battle.
on level,
Archers,
or maybe we
warriors,
put like,
protectors,
maybe to
sages,
keep it somewhat
bannermen,
challenging
and
still, we
armorists
make it so
are
maybe
all
I've got to
willing
run it a
answer
couple
your
levels
call.
above, maybe like 3-4 levels above. I'm not going to go to like
For
10
this
because that's going to be
battle,
ridiculous,
warrior will be to our best
but
advantage.
maybe like 3-4
Will,
levels above my level
Come out
to
here,
then
gentlemen.
like unlock my,
Speak to Will, purchase the warrior
you
will
know,
trait.
my whatever,
Then speak to Tom and complete the soldier's training.
yeah, my next gauntlets or something.
Very good. A warrior will increase our offensive capability and allow us to cut through waves of enemies.
But again, I don't think as it stands, level 20 stuff is going to be a problem. I do think I might not continue with Before the Shadow. I think there is a chance, although I won't get gear from it, I might go to Yondershire just because Yondershire will have some decent, like... There's a lot of quests, even though it's a very short zone. No pun intended with it being hobbits and all, but if I were to go to... I kind of want to go Welcome to Middle-earth. Would be nice, but also if I go on Where to Play, we can kind of use this once again as a way of seeing how that goes. Because, annoyingly, I think from here, I worked out this is our final... gauntlets that we get from the thing, and I think it's the final time that we actually start getting gear that we can actually use. So doing stuff like the Lone Lands actually could be useful, because although the gear isn't well statted, it should be higher level in some cases. It's difficult though.
And what you can do to expose and exploit their individual weaknesses. They all have at least one.
Yeah, I just don't like that they're all,
Nearing the end of this battle.
you know, rares.
Once more, here they come.
But that's kind of the point. Oh, and back. Oh yeah, let's defeat you. One shot. Look at that. Beautiful.
They have been vanquished.
I really need to move that quest log thing. That window is gonna get on my nerves. So I need to make sure I move that because it's a problem.
There you can barter your skirmish marks for new and better soldier traits and gear and equipment for yourself.
Yeah, I just don't know.
Travels, my friend. Perhaps
let's
we
move
will
this
meet
like
again
that.
in another.
I guess I'll see how it goes. Skirmishes. I'm going to go herbalist, even though it's very unlikely where we're going to do that. But there's 50 marks if we want to potentially use that. But I don't think I'm going to worry about the 50 marks. I'm just going to, like, hey, if I want to do it, I've got to do a... I'm not going to do something stupid, but, like, Trouble in Tuckborough at level 23 or something. You know, a couple levels above, and that way we can, you know, have a little bit of challenge still. And also guarantees what we're going to get. So, not going to pick those up. 23, I might. Just because I think that's enough physical mastery and enough might where I think it's fine. The DPS is still the same, and then I get more vitality out of it. Or do I wait? Anyway, we're not gonna worry about that. That's something we, you know, should not worry about until a later point. So I would like to go
How can I be of service?
to... Oh, I'm going to have to go to Westbury. So we'll go Westbury, and then we can go over to Sanford. Well, probably like Tharbad or wherever it takes us, and then go over to there. I also don't know if you can get Battle Gauntlet item drops. It's one of those things where I haven't seen one yet, but it also doesn't necessarily mean that it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't mean it doesn't happen. It just means I haven't seen it happen yet. Oh, there's a quest in here, apparently. Oh, wait a second. Okay, I'm having that issue where
What hope remains for us?
I'm having that issue where I haven't... It's been a while since I've done this, and since then I've also come through on Shadowfax, so I'm like, it's messing with my head. Moo indeed. I'll say it. I'll say the words.
Who are you?
But yeah, we're gonna go after the sheep, not the cows. The cows are back in Mossward. But yeah, we'll get all this stuff, you know? Because yeah, I totally forgot that critical information. Hey, you're not getting much out of there. But yeah, I think because I was playing, like, before the Shadow has now become my default playthrough location. Like, if I'm making a new character, it just makes sense to me to go through before the Shadow because you actually get decent gear, and you know it's just better way of doing it, right? So I think it sort of all blends into one slightly.
My baby.
And yeah, a little bit of an issue sometimes.
You must help me.
What? See, child.
But it's also good because it means I got a bunch of quests that I didn't realize I had that we can complete, and we do have the double XP at least for a little bit. So getting to level 21 shouldn't be all that difficult. And I'm getting really weird lag for some reason, so I should hopefully look into that in a second. Let me just like bring up Task Manager, just make sure something isn't completely destroying my computer. Hi, though. Whoa, what is this? Okay, maybe that's fixed it. I just turned a load of stuff off.
Huh. Yes, more.
Okay, I just forgot one guy. I actually knew where I needed to go, but the only problem I'm gonna have, I've just realized, or one of the only problems I'm gonna have, is I'm so used to my level 50 brawler that I'm gonna forget what skills I don't have yet.
No, I have not seen them. But
Wait,
everything you know.
do I talk
Some fell
to him there, or do I talk to him somewhere else? I don't know.
Swan Fleet and Cardamom.
Oh, that's the Stable Master person. Okay, distant crates. I can do manual labor for experience. I will take that. I kind of want to do a, maybe because it feels like I'm leveling slowly, but I kind of want to do this, but on Shadowfax, just to see, you know, leveling go quicker, and maybe, I don't know, it would, but also, I feel like doing it on Shadowfax takes away part of the challenge. Like, I feel like if I do it on my own, it's not so much of a challenge, because, I don't know, there's less incentive for me to not cheat. This sounds really dumb, but if I do something wrong, I kind of have, you know, people to hold me accountable. Whereas if I were to be like, oh, I'm really struggling with this thing, oh, I'll just buy this like rare item, why not? Then if I'm doing it like on my own time, it's not really as like, not necessarily detrimental. It's like I need to hold myself accountable. But to be fair, if I'm really struggling with something, I'm probably dead. So that would kind of mean that we're dead on the character anyway, so wouldn't really matter. I need to find the trough. Oh, hey, I completed Quests of Cardamom. It does not have the hobby horse, unfortunately. However, it does have the Ash Plains horse, which is my favorite legitimate horse that is like supposed to be a horse. Because I think even though the Shimmering Cloak is my favorite cloak, the Shimmering Horse is not my favorite horse. Oh, there are so many people. You know, I got really confused the other day because I didn't read the update 35's patch notes straight away, and I was so confused as to why I went to I can't remember where I went to, but I didn't have all the missions, so it was probably somewhere in like Swanfleet. I could be wrong. Oh, I went to Langaran. Yeah, and I was like, where on earth are all the missions gone? Not realizing that they had, you know, made some of the, like, there's only 3 main hubs now, right? Herna up here, and then in Clegger, which is now got a travel skill, which is something I need to work out. Also, that reminds me, I was totally supposed to go have a look at Feyran and see if he had the Enedwaith return skill, but I did not do that. I'm in the wrong-ish house. There we are, level 21, Runaway Sheep.
What hope?
And at level 22, we get Follow Me, which is a proper run speed boost, not Ignore Pain, which I keep thinking is a run speed boost, and I keep using. Oops, my bad. What am I doing? Okay, I do need to also go to that other house to give in the other quest. Tending to what remains.
The trees must have been so lonely.
Collect beech nuts
you made
around
them happy
Wilden
again.
Grove. I mean, I guess I have to go there for that other stuff. I could do similarly what I've been doing with the Shadowfax character, where at this point there isn't really much like gear potential from doing the epic. And especially now, because there's no legendary items at the moment, there is no like tracery requirement behind what I'm doing. So maybe it is just better for me to focus more on just purely getting as many quests at the same time. Because I can even take this guy out pretty easily, I think, right? That's not bad. Imagine if this is the time that we get a max level. Somehow, I end up with a max level Ironman. At that point, what do I do, right? I don't think it's ever going to happen, let's be honest. But let's say it were to happen and I was to get max level. It's like, do I just make it again? Also, apparently I got a load of drops just now. So I actually just got 4 drops from one guy. I got the Mace of Lorien, which is obviously purple and therefore useful. The Hat of the Shire, which is not only purple but also will, so therefore completely useless. But I also got the Elven Robe of Determination, which is will, but it is yellow, so... And it's also dyed yellow. And I also got the Fighting Dagger of Might, which unfortunately we're not able to use because we're a brawler. But if we were pretty much any other class, would at least be something, potentially. So maybe I just need to be punching a lot of humanoid enemies to death and hoping my luck stays high. Everyone needs will. That's what they'd have you believe. But yeah, the fact that was all from one drop is kind of crazy to me. I need lavender flowers. I completely forgot what day it was today. It's Wednesday, right? That means tomorrow we have the very dangerous thing of I have to go on I have to go on my what's he called? Warden, that's the word. Couldn't think of the word warden. Yeah, as far as I'm aware, which really confused me because there was this whole thing about in Before the Shadows patch notes where it was like, hey, you know, we're going to be updating some stats of gear. And I was like, okay, that probably means that the medium might based gear or, sorry, heavy will based gear,
What hope
which,
remains for us?
you know, doesn't really have much point in existing. And I guess even agility bit. I think agility will gear has less of a reason to exist than a will based gear or will heavy gear, because at least Captain can use will, right? Or has some benefit to using will. Whereas it's not really in any way relevant to an agility class. Yeah, I was just thinking because obviously on I think Friday I'll just do like a few hours, but it will be I'll probably just do some like
Greetings, traveler.
not skirmishes, but like instances and stuff. I'll force myself to try and join groups. Because there probably should be quite a lot going on, I would have thought. Friday night, you know, going into the weekend.
Welcome back.
Brew the tea in the teapot.
Smells incredible.
This is how I make tea as well. I just kind of wafted it.
I shall finally get some rest tonight.
And then I just get deliver tea to Herner. It's technically Herner. Townsfolk. Have some tea on me. I totally haven't just like run around with it at all. And
This is intolerable.
I guess it's fine because you can't really like shake up tea and make it worse.
What do you need?
But I will happily deliver some tea for like 1,000 experience.
Welcome back.
805.
You
It's
still have
close
tea
enough.
left.
And we're out. Check the lottery store for the weekly sale. I would love to know what the weekly sale is. I like how this started with me wanting to go over to here, and I'm still here. I don't know. I want to go there. It gives gear, but it's just not like
What I would not give
good
for a
gear.
moment.
I can't use it.
Can you spare a
Like, I
moment?
get this here, go to the ruddy mooring, kill some brigands. Yeah, I'll happily do it. But I guess I can double up. If I go to here, I can do 2 in 1, which kind of works. But it's just not, I don't know. It's weird. Like the horse, they should be able to, like, emote. I can do mount dressage, I think. Wild Legionnaire appeared. It's supposed to be
Greetings,
Legionnaire, just spelled, like, incorrectly, or it doesn't let you spell it. Evening, how we doing? Yeah, part of me today was like, I want to get to like the end of Before the Shadow, but I think it's not really viable for us to, let's say we're getting an experience or a level per hour, right? Tonight's stream is probably going to be about 5 hours. So that's 5 levels. We should hit 25 today, right? Give or take. Maybe a bit above, maybe a bit below. Right? That's generally the way I see it. 25 is not enough to finish Before the Shadow, considering you have to be level 32. Which again, I still feel like is the weirdest quest in the entire expansion. And not my only gripe, but probably my biggest gripe with it is the fact that I think the ending of Before the Shadow feels a teeny bit rushed, because it's kind of just go level up somewhere else now and come back to me later. I should be able to go to like the Troll Shores at 27. That shouldn't be a problem, especially with the gear they give you. Please don't aggro me, thank you. Is there already tier 4s of these instances out? It's kind of crazy seeing people in world chat, even. Like, I'm just not used to it. I spent a lot of time on Shadowfax as of late. I even did a couple of school runs after, so that was fun. Didn't really get anything amazing. I think I got Precision Stance, Critical Magnitude, or something along those lines. Can't remember exactly what it is, but I don't know if I'm using it, because right now I'm using like Endurance Stance or something. Whatever it is, the one that gives you morale back, because it's just nice to get morale every time you use the quick shot. I think there's a quest ring somewhere around. There's like an NPC that gives you a quest around here. But yeah, I think priority could just be if I get something I really want, like quick shot damage or, you know, I don't know, some word of power type thing, then maybe. But at the same time, I think just deconstructing is better. Okay, for some reason in my head, this area is like difficult, but I think it's just because of some missions I did where, or some delvings I did where it was really awkward. Wait, I'm going the wrong way. No, this is a terrible idea. Also, the lag, please. I wonder if I can take them out. Because that's AoE, right? I should be fine. As long as I don't get, like, horrible lag like I'm getting. Thing is, I didn't even, I haven't even been logged in that long. So it's not like it's a, you know, sometimes when you play it for too long or super long, it actually ends up, like, lagging and resetting helps. But, I don't know. Also, I just got a drop. Unfortunately, it was Will again. And we can't see it. What does these look like? That would be weird. A brawler wearing a robe. Don't know if that quite works. But so far, at least we've been getting drops. Like, that's good. And more importantly as well, we're not dead yet. So that's also good. I can't use this, can I? Superior beef stews. I understand that these are like per second, but looking at these, it's so bad. Like in my head, I'm not used to it still. So I'm like, oh, I get 1.5 in combat power regen and 2.5 in combat morale regen. Obviously that's per second. But still, it's just a bit odd. This one is my disease wound fear, etc. Need to remember that. Because I currently do have a damage over time on me. I mean, it's probably better than remaking it constantly. I do wish, like, because of the reuse of models a lot, I think it's probably not as easy as just like replace model with this one, but it would also help for the game quite a lot if they just kind of updated, because they have so many reused models. They just updated one model, it affects so much in the game. I don't know. Maybe they are still working there as well. That'd be cool. They're like, oh, the newest expansion still uses my stuff. Okay, so you...
What trouble?
I obviously can't use anything, but having a look at this, that would be a nice little upgrade. I'm going to get it to taunt me. I also did get some reps, so that's nice.
What can I do for you?
And then what else? So I'll go back to Herna, and then we'll go up to here. There's 2 quests there. There's also this one and also this one. And then we could just go Karanost. That is a possibility. But I need to make sure that I'm not overly ambitious. Because, yes, I could go Karanost here. But it is an orange quest, which is fine. I like orange quests. And it does give us an upgrade, which I guess I should go for. But I have to be, like, careful. But on top of that, like, we're quite strong. So So I guess we'll see. Like, we're not taking that much damage from these shots, and when I can one-shot these guys, it's not that bad. Also, I think this is the only way. Well, not the only way of getting gear. We can get gear from other stuff, like, you know, that one, for example. But, yeah, I just don't know. Do we go over the bridge? Nah, there's enemies there. Even though that would actually make sense because we can then, you know, get experience. That would be good. I wonder if I can one-shot this, right? This should, in theory, one-shot this Kraben. There we are. How did it get less than the minimum health? How dare it? It's totally not, because it was over level. It's fine. Oh, I've got to go cross another bridge. Is this one full of orcs? It is not. That I can see. I do wonder, like, how many... Like, if they updated the ground textures, for example. I don't think they're bad. But, like... I wonder what percentage is, like... reused content. Or reused textures and stuff. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, sort of thing. But... yeah, you can reuse something. Yeah, so it's an interesting thought. We all know that the Forsaken Inn model is used quite a lot, multiple times, so it's not unheard of. Okay, I should be able to get a pretty decent amount of quests here, which is quite good. So happy to see that.
Beware the servants of the enemy.
And they might even give us some good drops from enemies, even if I don't get the actual drops from the quests themselves. So do that and just make sure everything is ideally self-contained. I don't know what this one is. Oh, that's just kill 12 enemies. Defeat foes in the South Downs that endanger the scattered ranges. It could just be kill 12 enemies. Defeat 12 orcs. But I guess it's not all orcs, right? And goblins. And final one, unlikely acquaintances. So many Athelas we're picking up today. Well, not even today, just in this expansion as a whole.
Oi, you're the one Rendell.
Cool. Rendell. Where are you, Rendell?
No ordinary traveler would go around seeking.
Find lost belongings in Karanost. Once again, just kill a bunch of enemies. Be good. And again, I used that. I think it was my run speed boost. It's not. Yeah. Give me like patricide. I gotta kill the father orc from inside. For some reason, reading defeat all orcs makes me think of destroy all humans. Is that the name of the game? Destroy all humans? Yeah. Just imagine. I'm actually just some alien sent to defeat all the orcs. Only thing with Brawler that I'm struggling with at the minute. It's just there's a lot of skills, and I say that as someone who like has played a lot of Warden, but at least with Warden, it's just different combinations of skills. Whereas with this, I'm like, which one do I use in this situation? Like that's my AOE, but then also like I've got other AOEs. I get a little confused sometimes. Definitely something I've noticed over my my last little bit of playing. Ooh, the lost belongings. How fancy. More lost belonging. Wait a minute, that you can't do that. Oh, I got a greater Athelas essence and a sapphire. I'm excited to see better morale pots. I'm definitely gonna lock that in so I can hopefully use that in the future. Well, hopefully we don't need to use it, right? That's the real answer, is ideally we don't have to use any morale pots because either we're geared up decently well or we just, you know, are just generally strong enough, I guess. Okay, I still need to kill some orcs. But there's our final things. And 2 more to go. Oh, wait a minute. That didn't count. Why did that not count then? Okay, come over here, please. I will throw another mug at you. I will throw another random object. You know what? That's it. I mean, I've had major shame with it not being an Ironman. I'm not gonna lie. The thing with the Ironman is the death, the potential death gets worse the further you go, right? Because that didn't count either. Because obviously the further ahead we go, right, the more time we've got to make up. Or the more time is like wasted, basically. Like if I die at level 50, it's pretty bad. But if I die at like level 6, it's not as bad. But also, how did I die at level 6 is then the question that's asked. So I think it's kind of equals out. We never died at level 5. I mean, that's, as I said last time, as I said last time, I have had worse deaths than Female the 7th. I just think Female the 7th was the one that was live in comparison to the ones that weren't. Like I said at the last stream, I died to sickle flies in Archit before, so you know, I can't really. So I think if I do exclamation point Ironman, there is that. Basically, though, to sum it up, is we cannot use above yellow gear, so uncommon gear. If we die, we die. We have to completely restart, and we can't trade, purchase. So we can't trade with other characters or other players. We can't craft our own items, and we can't purchase items from the auction hall. However, the crafting rule might change depending on how the crafting like update goes. Because if it makes it more viable, then I might just change it to be like, hey, you can craft your own stuff, but so we can buy from merchants. So, but we can only. The rule is,
I used to be a ranger.
We can only buy with stuff we've made on the character. So I can trade the iron coins of Cardolan, for example, if there was a weapon, I could trade that for it because I've done the quests to get it, right? And then on top of that, I think we're going to make it so I can do skirmishes to get marks. So if I want an item, because battle gauntlets are really hard to come across, and I think these are the last uncommon pair that I can get from questing that I'm currently using. So I think the rule is, or the rule I'm making is, I can do skirmishes, but they have to be like 3 levels above. We'll kind of like refine it as time goes, and I can only, like, let's say I need 100 marks. I'd have to do those skirmishes above a level and make them, but then it kind of resets to 0 in a sense. Yeah, see, I don't really know how I'd do that for Brawler too much. There was like the no horse thing, but honestly, it just kind of slowed down the streams a bit. It just made it a lot less interesting, in my opinion. Like, yeah, it was kind of funny where, people would like pile on and add no horse, but it just made progress a lot slower, and I think it was more of a detriment than, like, ultimately a detriment thing. The bonus XP thing was fine. I think if we add the limit, it's not a problem. The reason that it's actually off is because SSG changed the way that enhanced XP supplies work. Because I would make a couple characters and get a bunch of bonus XP items to like trade over, and then we could potentially use them, right? But then SSG changed the way that works so that they are bound to character, not bound to account, which meant that we couldn't farm those basically, which is unfortunate, because I thought that was a nice little, I liked having the bonuses and the negatives, but then because of that, it kind of just became all negatives because there's not much. It wasn't retroactive. So if you had items from before, they're still bound to account. But I had used all mine, so I hadn't actually obtained any. The biggest issue, I would have stockpiled a bunch, but they didn't actually write down it in the change logs. As far as I'm aware, it was an undocumented change, which I did make a bit of a hubbub about, because I was like, hey, that's not cool. Like, if you're gonna change something, at least tell us you're changing it, That would be nice of you. But yeah, I didn't really like, I'm sure there were people who used it more than I did. I used it a little bit. I mostly used it for Ironman sort of things, but it was occasionally nice to have like quadruple experience for a bit while doing missions, just to have so much experience to give in. Also, I should totally get the stable master here. That would make a lot of sense.
Greetings, friend.
Also, in 1 level is where we can potentially buy a new battle gauntlet. However, I still don't think the 23 battle gauntlet is particularly worth it. I guess we'll see. Yeah, I think what we have right now is probably fine for a bit. It is item level 23, so it's kind of a little bit higher up. It's got a lot more might than most of them do, which makes up for the slightly lower physical mastery. But then vitality is where we miss out. So I think we benefit and also lose like kind of equal amounts for both of them. I actually want to look, because obviously today was server downtime. I'm still not used to having, like, being able to stream Wednesday nights and therefore server downtime, but I haven't looked at the patch notes. Okay, a lot of Return to Kandum stuff, which I haven't had issues with. There is one potential thing that I did that I feel like wasn't actually supposed to be a thing. All class items from Return to Kandum Instant Cluster are now bound to account. All class items from Return to Kandum Instant Cluster now have max levels of 144. Finally, Strong Loot, the Veteran Minstrels now has a max level 115. The return to the skills have been the travel skills have been made so you can get them without a barter, or with barter but without any prerequisites. Yeah, so basically, I can't remember which one it was. I think it was the Vile Apothecary. There's the final boss thing, and there's like these 2 enemies you gotta face. I found as my hunter, I was able to just like attack the back boss from far away without triggering the actual fight. So it took a little while, but it also just meant I only had one fight to do, which kind of made it a bit easier. A little bit cheesy, but it's fine. Also, I don't know how I feel about these quests being level 20 when the epic is level 25. Huh. Yeah, I need to spend some time, maybe tomorrow, because I'm not working tomorrow, which is nice, but I might spend tomorrow morning on my champion, potentially. I feel like I have too much stuff to do. So again, what I need to do is have some sort of list of things I should do, and then list of things I need to do, and then just randomize a choice, and then I stick to that goal until I complete it. It's like, I need to fix my champion, but also I want to do my buildings and stuff. Maybe if I... Ooh, that's an idea. Yeah, step 1, make a list. That's the problem, is the making a list. Because I feel like when I think about what I need to do, I forget what I need to do. Is the game still doing okay population-wise? I would definitely say so. I mean, with the like last year, with some of the free-to-play changes, because which were really good for the 15th anniversary, I think it hit its like all-time peak on Steam, which not everybody uses Steam, so that was still like quite impressive. And then, I mean, right now, 870 people non-anonymous on just this server, which is about... It's actually a little lower than normal, to be honest. But I think because it's Wednesday night, maybe I'm not used to what the normal player count is like. Saturday, Sundays, or Friday, Saturday, Sundays, obviously it's like quite a bit higher. But it also depends on what server you're on. To forget about the list and just play it. I mean, yeah, pretty much. But I want to feel productive. If I have a list or like a thing, I feel productive. Make a bingo card. That would kind of be funny if we had like a stream bingo card. Jumps off a cliff. Dies to fall damage. That would be pretty much the gist of it, but you need like a 5x5. Or I guess even just a 4x4 if you want to make it simpler, but that's still 16 things. Yeah, kinships and stuff are, there's quite a lot of them. You generally have sort of the sort of, more niche, smaller ones, but then you have like the couple, main big ones that you'll see that are advertising in World Chat and stuff on occasion. At least on Evernight, which is where I am, I can't really speak to other servers too much. But I can with confidence say if I wanted to join a kinship like within the next half an hour, I could probably do it. I don't want to on this character, but yeah. Yeah, I do feel like a lot of people end up coming to this game from WoW. I've noticed that a lot. But I think it's not... I don't think it's because of a WoW thing. I think it's just because WoW is probably the most popular MMO generally. You just have a higher population of people coming to the game from it, because I'm pretty sure I've seen people from like Star Wars, The Old Republic, and Guild Wars and stuff, so... Wait, really? I've got to go all the way over to the farm just to come back. Yikes. Oh yeah, I got a ring, didn't I? So let's go put the ring on. Oh yeah, Final Fantasy 14. Not gonna lie, I forgot it existed for a second. I still have not like fully got into it. Enter copy master here, yeah, true. I don't know. I tried to get into Final Fantasy 14. I played it. I like played it for like 4 days in a row. Like I didn't play Lotro for like a week, and then I only played Final Fantasy 14, and then one day I just didn't log in, and then I never logged back in and just came back to Lotro. Oh damn. Them pesky ads. Yeah, I was just saying that, like, you know, a lot of people, I feel like, come to Lotro because they are burnt out on their other MMO. Yeah. I still think it's a not lost cause, but I still think that there should have been a version of that made, or I'm surprised nobody made that sort of thing for Lotro when the free-to-play changes happened. Because, like, I know it's all relative to what the max level is, but, it, you know, if you can say level 60 about that, then we can say level, you know, level 95. I don't even know what that command would be. It just makes my account stay high. I don't really feel like I do what it otherwise does. Just don't mind me just running through fire. Channeling skills. I'm too strong. I've actually not... Oh, I can't use these. Damn it. So shaded. Not only am I under-leveled, but it's purple. I can't use it. Wait, is that on Steam though? Or just something else? I feel like that's a difficult thing for Lotro because it is on Steam, but it's also its own client, like separately. You can never use... I don't really think you can use Steam metrics as a thing. That's fair then. I feel like there's just so many MMOs nowadays though. Also, then I forget that old school RuneScape is an MMO, and I'm like, oh yeah. In my head, I kind of forget what I term an MMO to be sometimes, you know? I mean, 3 million total players, like, that's not bad. Realm of the Mad God? Oh, I played that for ages. PlanetSide 2? Is that still around? Yeah, like, in my head, I wouldn't count World of Tanks as an MMO, but I guess it kind of is. Like... I still, to this day, have not played ESO, And I feel like I should have by now, because I've always said ESO was what I wanted as a kid. Just generally. Like, I loved Oblivion. I was always like, I wish I could have a multiplayer version of this. And I know it's not quite that, but I mean, it's close enough. I'm going to keep the Before the Shadow thing. Let's not worry about that. None of these. I'll keep that, even though I shouldn't need them now. And my sad old pocket item that I can't wield. Very disappointing. Defeat half-orcs at Amanafirn and find any orders that they may be carrying. So, past revealed. No, we are looking for... So, all of these actually count towards it, even though it's not actually that correct area. That's very odd. I feel like with World of Warcraft, I just kind of hear... I mean, I guess it's one of those things where you don't hear when nothing's going wrong, but I always feel like I'm hearing something problematic happening, so... I'm not massively surprised, but it's still a bit of a surprise. It's just like, though, I've tried playing other MMOs. Just something about Lotro keeps me coming back. Which, you know, all I say is a very difficult thing, because I'm the sort of person who will I'll like buy a game, download it, and then by the time it's downloaded, less so with my new internet, but with my old internet, by the time it's downloaded, I like kind of have lost most of my motivation to like play it. And then by the time I get through whatever, you know, over the top tutorial that it has to explain every little thing to me, I'm like, okay, I don't know if I don't know what I'm feeling. Yeah, I think they're different dynamics, right? I think it always sounds really cliche, but I've always, you know, many people say it's the journey, not the destination, right? So it's not about the end game. For some people it is, but it's more about getting to 140 and like experiencing the world. But again, it sounds a bit cliche, but I think it's a fair point to make. I guess things are only cliche because they're true generally, and, you know, it works. People say it a lot because it's relevant or whatever. I've never really played much WoW, though. I have played WoW. I played like I think it must have been before, it has to be like before the level squish or whatever. I don't know what it was at before, but I played like a level 20 free trial or something with a friend of mine. That's as far as I really got. I did, when I moved in originally, I downloaded on my laptop like this, I can't remember what it was, but it was like this private server WoW thing, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna try this out. This might be interesting, like, and then I just never did. I have no idea what it was called, but still waiting for well, yeah, that's what I was saying, like, that was before their level squish, right? I don't know what it was max at the time. I mean, it's gotta be like, it's gotta be like 20, like mid 2010s, like maybe 2015 or something that happened, that I played. I think I must have been playing Lotro at the time. Yeah, I think I was playing Lotro at the time because I feel like I remember making a comment about, like, you know, I played free to play for the longest time on Lotro. So that was kind of one of the things that kept me at the game, I guess. It's like I couldn't afford to just be paying this monthly subscription every month. Otherwise, you never know, I could be a WoW streamer. Treasure cache? I didn't actually know that was there. I mean, I must have picked it up at some point, but I didn't remember it was there. Okay, let's go back to the farm. Let's go. It's like I pay a monthly, like I pay subscription on here. I'm VIP on Lotro, but at the same time, if I were to not be VIP, I don't think a lot would change. Like, yeah, I wouldn't have the, I still have all the content, but I would just not have the VIP subscription boost thingy, whatever it's called. Like, that's pretty much it. And I wouldn't have mobile mail, which would slightly devastate me. Not gonna lie. Maybe one day I can be like, hey, SSG, you want to give me lifetime? Please? Thank you. It wouldn't work, obviously. But if it did... would maybe struggle for a bit because there's like the nice to haves that I'm just used to, but I don't think it would be that bad. Like, brand new, yeah, maybe, but I think on my account with the content I have available to me, I'm pretty sure I've got every quest pack. I don't know if I'd be missing anything without VIP, though. I can't quite remember how it works when you lose VIP. Because I understand VIP is you're kind of essentially renting content is the way that I've described it before. Like, you know, if you don't have your VIP, then you've no longer got access to this portion of content, right? I think that's mostly with the expansions. But again, I own all the expansions, so... I am sad, like, I do wish I was capable, because I wasn't playing Lotro at the time, but I do wish I was, like, around to get, like, lifetime. However, if I was, if I was playing Lotro at the time, I would no way have, like, any money for it. Well, yeah. Obviously, like, the models changed now and stuff. But as I said, I already own the expansions just generally. Because I already had the quad pack. Sorry, I had the triple pack from ages ago. And then I had the quad pack. Then I had Helm's Deep, right? And then... there was nothing. It was just quest packs for ages. Until Mordor. Which... I can't remember. I don't think I got Mordor for free. No, I didn't. I didn't get Mordor for free. I bought Mordor. But I did get a box from SSG for the release of it. It wasn't actually for Mordor, I think. I think it was for the 10th anniversary more so, but... Hey, it was a box with a Mordor crest on it, so I'll take it. Yeah, we haven't died yet. We coasting along for a minute.
Driven from this land for good.
It was weird though, because they sent me stuff for the like 10th anniversary, so that's what, like 6 years ago, for Mordor. Oh god, Mordor was 6 years ago. Oh no. And then just like never like did anything ever again, and then suddenly for actually no, I was about to say for Before the Shadow, but it was actually Brawler. Brawler was the next time I had like ever gotten an email from SSG.
I don't like the sound of that. Any of that.
Oh, it's so good. It's not even so good. It's actually not even amazing.
This
But
has
anyway.
given us a lot to think about.
Hi.
The great.
Meneldir. I forgot Meneldir was a person. I'm not going to lie.
Greetings, friend.
Cardanost. The Delver's Vivid Essence box. Is that a brand new Essence box? Am I going to have to sort out more essences? Is that my life now? See, I don't actually know how to feel. So I looked at the stat caps on like Tarvelard and stuff, and I'm like 80,000. No, I'm like 100,000 over on my crit, and I'm like 80,000 over on my physical mastery. So I don't know why I'm that far over, because I feel like the moment, I guess crit, you have Devastate, so you can actually kind of add more to it. But physical mastery, there's no reason for me to go over the physical mastery cap. In fact, in some situations, I don't want to go to the physical mastery cap because food items and stuff will get me over it. So I don't really know why that's the case. Because I could have a lot more morale or other stats. I could switch all my physical mastery essences into, you know, crit essences or vitality. Okay, I'm not going to do the stupid thing. I'm actually going to, like, go down properly rather than dropping. So I always jump off every single time that I've done this quest. But I'm going to be well behaved, and I'm going to come here. There is no way over however many years that this hidden cache is never been plundered. I refuse to believe it. From the throne room of Cardanost, located at the highest point of the ruined capital in Cardolan. And we can maybe get this one done as well. Please help me go up here. Please help me get up here. Nope, okay. Let's go the intended way then, shall we? Ruining my fun, how dare you. I think we're doing quite well, actually. We were at level 20, right? When we started. And we're now level 23, and we've been live for an hour. So we're actually doing quite well. However, I think it's going to slow down now that we're kind of going back into the epic content, but it is slightly overleveled because, as said earlier at the beginning, like I've generally gauge it at about an hour per level in most situations. Is kind of like not what I expect, but my minimum for us to be kind of doing well. So with that, I was expecting us to have, you know, level 25 by today, and I have a feeling we can get over that. I don't think we're gonna hit 30, but I should not be so reckless. I know I can kind of get away with a bit more, considering I've got quite a lot of morale. Well, I get so much more morale from vitality, but a little bit careful. We don't want to die. I actually really don't want to die as Brawler. I feel like that'll be slightly embarrassing, because I feel like there's no excuse for me to die if I'm not stupid about it. Oh, wait. Was today's patch the patch that was supposed to happen last week? But didn't? I think it is. That was the whole thing last week, I think. Like, downtime was on Thursday, but there was no patch to go alongside it. Or Thursday, I think. Not Friday. Thursday, Friday? I can't remember. Actually, I don't know. Does that beat out? Plus 20% speed. And I think the high elf thing is plus 10% speed. So I guess we get a little bit of boost, but I don't actually think it's enough to make a noticeable difference. Oh, of course it's one last punch. Of course. Is this not... Okay, this isn't where I need to go. I got a little bit distracted. I mean, it's kind of where I need to go. I need to go to the Eastern Tower and the Southeastern Tower. Or Southwestern Tower, I guess. If I can remember how to get to some of them. Is that one of them? What if I just actually run away? What if I go this way? I don't know why I'm running away. There's kind of no benefit to me running away. Out of combat, please. Oh, no. Out of combat, please. Thank you. Okie dokes. I'm really hoping that one day I get good items out of this. I only got 9 silver and 30 copper from that. Pretty bad. Wait, what am I in combat with? Why? Okay, I think this should be one of the towers, and then presumably the Eastern Tower. And then we can just find the last one. Is Meneldir just... I always find it weird. Meneldir's just sat there. You know, just paying no mind to the fact that I'm being attacked. It's fine, I don't need your help. I'm gonna open this treasure cache and fingers crossed have a good item in it. 4 iron coins of Cardalin and 5 bloodstones.
What does Nandir have to say about it?
You will think I have taken leave of my senses.
Okay. Now I just need the Eastern Tower, which we can just kind of run for. Is it this one? No, but it's over there apparently. Oh, I think I know where it is. Also, I really don't like that I decided to go this way. Because that could have been dangerously bad. We could have died. Yeah, I think what happened is because I went under the tower, we didn't actually discover the Eastern Tower. So, yeah, that was a little awkward. Why is it level 140 here? What are you doing? Right. So, it should be over here. The one here. I don't know if we have to give in this quest anyway, or anywhere, or if it just kind of auto-completes. Hey, it was an autocomplete. That's nice. I guess I should go Skurlock Farm as a little bit of a quick way of getting through. Stable Master, Oliz. Skurlock Farm. I also want to have a look at this quest because I want to work out how far we are in. So the breaking of Arnor. So there are 12 chapters in this. The highest one being level 32. So I think... What? We'd have to be 27 minimum. I don't think that's happening. But if I can get Spectre of the... Well, actually, I say that. Breaking of Arnold's 26. Last Days of Cardalin are 27. So, and then Death on the Barrow Downs is 28. So, that is going to be currently the highest level content that we can do. And then, I don't know where we want to go after that. Because, I mean, we could go North Downs. I'm just trying to think of... I'm trying to think of not only the best leveling area, but also generally the best gear that we can potentially get. But like I've said before, we kind of have... we have good gear as it stands, so it's difficult to upgrade with old, like, 2006 content gear. If we can get to the 25, we can go Evandim, and then that also, like, that'll be a nice amount of content we can do. In fact, does it say... No, it doesn't. But as Evandim is also Oatbarton, so I am to guess that that'll be the case. Can we get up here? Oh, we can. That's good. And then I need to try and not forget where I'm supposed to be. Like, a lot of the time I'll come here and then I will run around for ages and not realize that Meneldir was, like, sat around the entire time waiting for me to just chat with him. So, I should find Meneldir. There he is. See? Found him. That was easy. I actually did just walk in completely the wrong direction, but never mind.
Arthedain, Cardalin, and Rudar were enmeshed in bloody fighting for near all
That
the
is
years
very
of
far
their
away, and I'm not a fan of it.
After King Artondir fell,
You know what? Maybe I might also just do a skirmish to see how we fare a couple levels up. But at the same time, we can buy that those gauntlets and actually see, hey, how much better are they potentially? Do we gain stats? Do we lose them? It's annoying though, because it's like right there. It has no like useful place to get to. I can pick up that quest, which is close to it, so that's at least something. But at the same time, I don't know. It's just a bit of a pain, isn't it? I know I keep looking. I'm just trying to work out. Estledon West, it's 20 to 25. But if we look at Estledon East, it's 25 to 35. So something.
Greetings, friend.
I just don't want to do Oscar. That's pretty much where I'm getting at. I just don't know what Estledon East, like, counts as. Like, this bit? I guess? Like, west of Estledon, east of Estledon. Which, I guess, means I actually know what it's on about. Also, there's a quest that I can talk to you? Yes. I don't know if it finishes.
Can you spare a moment?
Talk to the guard of recent employee in the Hall of Crafts. This place. I didn't realize there was a crafting thing in here. Is there gonna be a VIP vendor? I'm not gonna lie. Maybe this is very unfair of me to say, but I know that model. That is not a guard model. That is a brigand kind of model. But maybe, like, maybe that's unfair of me to say.
Would you lend me your aid?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if he can turn over a new leaf, then fair play to him, you know? I'm just a little bit... I don't know. I don't know if I'm not gonna hold my breath, I guess. Right. How much experience do we get for that? 1,470. That wasn't terrible. We did obviously previously go kill some enemies, but it's pretty decent experience. I know this one here might... well, this is the thing, actually. This should lead us up to here, which we need to go up to anyway, which should then have a couple extra quests. Which, you know, might be able to help. Potentially. I don't know. But we just reached the point where it's a lot of travel. A lot of travel. And wrath. I do actually want to have a look at quest. No, wait, what is that's Andrath. Wait a minute. I've been cheated. Later now. No, I want before the shadow. Gowan's convoy. That's a little bit better. Hi.
The
That's
statue
fitting.
of Luilos is said to be among these ruins.
Oh, I've got to go into the ruins. Oh, no. You know, I'm going to go up to this bit anyway, just to make sure I've... Actually, no. No, I'm not. No. We'll look at it in a minute. Let's actually have a look. So the quests for that area, we have 25, 25, 25, 27. And then we have a couple 20, 25, 20, 25, 29, 30. Missions. Okay, so there's not actually a huge amount. But we can at least maybe have something. I'm just not used to this.
After
You know,
Hrudau's most recent
because
defeat, the armies
shadow
of the
effects.
Witch King required time to recover.
Okay, we've... Oh, wait, do I actually have to... I have to talk to Meneldir again?
It is hard to listen to the words of my friend.
I'm going to pick these up, only because it's going to make me feel bad about doing this whole thing.
I
But,
think you should return to Ceylon
that's
to
nice.
speak with Honderod.
Evade is fine, and we can switch that out, but, like, crit defense and evade I don't really care about. But Vitality and Might, both. Upgrades, that's good. We need to go back to Surlond. So I guess what I'll try and do is make my way here, then up to here, and then we can swift travel back to Karanost, and then, yeah, hopefully. Well, this is 27, right? And there's a few more, but we can potentially get some gear. I don't know what this stuff actually gives us. Let's have a look at those quests. Iron coins of Cartolin. I'm looking for items. Okay, so I can get one quest that will give me a level 30 piece of armor, but it is purple, and it is also complete the Black Grave. And I do have a slight feeling that I am not going to be able to do the Black Grave at our current gear situation being a thing. I also don't know how I feel about going against the level 28. I guess we'll work it out. See, if I hit, it hits hard. But that's the thing. It's if it hits. That's the big part of it, right? Also, I just realized trade points are a thing. I don't really know what we should go for. Maybe just a pure might increase. I mean, can't we go into here as well? Setup skills have a chance to generate metal, vulnerability thingy, evade chance. What's these? That's a toggle skill. And then light chance. I guess. What's which one's Fulgurant strikes? I don't use that. That's the problem, right? I don't even know what it does. Catch the enemy unawares. So it's interrupts inductions. I just feel like it's not. Maybe I'll go with that. And then, like, just might. In fact, maybe I'll just do that and go purely into might. It's probably not a great way of doing it. I don't know what I actually have set up in terms of my my actual brawler. But that will level with us. And right now it's a plus 85 might, which means, actually, I can kind of comfortably get away with getting that other, like, higher physical mastery and higher vitality one. And then I'm not, like, losing as much, in a sense. I'm still losing, because, like, if I used one with more might, then I would have more might anyway. But I think even with the might change, it isn't that big a deal, because I think I'm still getting more physical mastery. Okay. Let me see if I can get out of here and get to the stable master now. kind of preferred outcome of this. Little bit of a broken leg, but I think we saved it. I think we're good. And yeah, I don't know what quests we can pick up yet, but we'll have a look. If there's any that are part of the Old Forest part of the area, I'm probably not going to do it, but it is also nice to get the Stable Master now so that we can actually just have it. And then, you know, since it's, we can just get, like, return to wherever, Mossward, and then we can actually get, like, pretty quickly through it. Okie dokes, up here. I think a few of them are like kill enemies at that grave area, but
Greetings,
yeah, I don't
fellow
want to. I
travelers.
just don't want to go into the Old Forest.
Stay a moment.
I'm not gonna lie.
Brigands may have landed us where we are now, but our way south is impeded as well.
Stay a moment.
Okay, we can do that, and we'll come back there later at some point. I'm guessing. And we also got that deed completion, which is a nice zeal being earned quite a bit. I can't remember what we do for the rest of this one. I just know that I'm pretty sure we come back here anyway, but what was I saying? It's part of a deed, kind of, right? But I don't think that's really relevant to us. So yeah, I just don't know.
I am glad to see you again, friend.
Cool, and
What have you
then
there?
I bring the scroll back to where I was, but that's fine. Because we give that quest in, we just got 1,270 experience, then we're going to go back up here, given that, well, potentially given that quest, even though it's level 20, which is just kind of annoying. But once that's all done, or continues to be whatever, we'll just like swift travel over here, and then we can continue on with at least a teeny bit of the epic. Bringing back that chapter 8, last days of Cardolan. It's basically kill enemies. Yeah, pretty much. That's it. So we'll probably go over to like Scarlet Farm, go up here, kill some goblins or whatever. Or I don't actually know what the specific item is. But then, yeah, we'll see where we get to. I'm hoping maybe 24. 24 gives us maybe a little bit of leeway to do Estelden East. And then moving on to Evendim as soon as we hit 25 or maybe 26. Would be nice. And then, like I said, Evendim will just go to... we'll go to, like, Obarton first. Or Bulroy Sword, like, Dwelling kind of area. Because that has a lot of quests that should be relatively easy for us to just complete. The only one that's kind of awkward is kind of the, hey, you should go travel back to the Shire.
met.
Okay, thanks.
Well met, fellow traveler.
Okay, I'm not gonna get too distracted. I am actually gonna go back to
Hello there.
Paranost. In fact, I don't know. Should we just go straight to... I guess I want the gear piece from here, right? So I guess I I don't want to just skip straight ahead. But should I? I don't think it's worth doing the next quest. Death on the Barrow Downs is the final quest we're able to do at our level. And also, like, the other stuff only just gives us purples. And the Northern Dale will give us a teal, which again is not very useful for us. It would be nice to have. I would love these battle gauntlets. They look very pretty. Like, having a look in item treasury, it's I'm feeling a bit, you know, sad, because if we could get those at 32, then we'd be kind of set for ages. Because just look at these. 161 might, 34 vitality, like physical mastery and parry. And they look exactly the same, actually, so never mind. I was about to say they look cool. I mean, they do look cool. I like the look of battle gauntlets, but it's not like they're different. So now we go to Hearn.
How can I be of service?
There we go. I should also be paying attention to LFF chat. Because I was talking the other day about how I don't know, because I've been on Shadowfax so much recently, I haven't really been paying attention to like what content is being run other than Condom stuff, I guess. So I did just see a Doom tier 3 like advertised, and apparently it was quite popular, so that at least gives me some hope that I can get into one of those. But it's also, can I get into one, and can I also get the drop I want? So yeah, probably not the second part, to be honest. So Ironman is basically a combination of a few things. So it's permadeath. So if we die, the character gets deleted and we have to restart from scratch. We can only use gear up to uncommon level. So we can only use yellow gear. We're not able to use purples, teals, or golds other than legendary items when they do become relevant, just because getting ourselves battle gauntlets past 50 is going to be nigh impossible, especially... well, just generally. The game doesn't expect you to have them otherwise, right? So, we can't craft, we can't trade, we can't buy from the auction hall, is the other things as well. So it's kind of like a self-sufficient thing and limited in terms of our stats and stuff. But we did quite well, you know? I'm feeling good at 94.5% on our physical mastery. Like, I don't think they really expect you to hit the cap at this point, so... The fact that we're at near 100% damage. Pretty good. Yeah, pretty much. So we've had a couple attempts of this before. That's an understatement. But our best is, I think, level 49. We got into Moria with a Bjorning. I kind of messed up. And I wasn't paying attention in Zigaland. And I died. Well, yeah, that's the kind of thing, right? Okay, so normally I'm quite a reckless player. Like, I'll jump off cliffs that I probably shouldn't survive, and stuff like that. So, kind of a way to rein me in a little bit. But also, it's one of those things like, if I die at level 5, it's not as big a deal. If I die at, like, level 50, it's kind of like... more impactful. So the further we progress, the more impactful it is. I am concerned that I'm going to die at like 51 or something. I will say though, whenever I die on this character, I do not want to make another one for ages. I will say that much. I think if it was pure just permadeath, it would be pretty easy. But I think adding the limitation of gear makes it at least a little bit harder. We talked about doing it on legendary servers to have the like deadly effects and stuff, but Unfortunately, I worry that if I get onto Shadowfax, I'll level too quickly. And it will be like almost not challenging because I'll be over leveled. But then Shadowfax, oh sorry, Treebeard might just be so bad a slog that I just don't want to like do it. Just gotta wait until one day they maybe bring the difficulty things to main servers. One day. Okay. So let us find some orcs and goblins and whatever to kill. And fingers crossed, everything just kind of drops. So far, it's not doing that. I need 6 pieces and I have got 1. And now I have 3. Suddenly. That's what we want. I want a lot of drops immediately. Please, thank you. I need drops to keep me interested. Otherwise, I stop paying attention. And then I die. Actually, maybe that's what it's trying to do. Okay, that's 5. Let's take this dude out. I feel like my pummel can do more damage. There we go. 6 pieces done. And now we gotta go back to Skurlock Farm. And maybe level up. I mean, 6,000. And we're looking at about 1,200 per thing. So we're close to leveling. But at the same time, we're kind of not. Because we're not going to be doing any more quests after this, I don't think. I'm just a little worried about that. Though maybe I'll do that skirmish. Like I'll do Tuckborough, but maybe I should properly do Tuckborough. Tuckborough is easy because you can just skip it half the stuff, but maybe I'll do it like actually and do it like a couple levels higher. I don't think 5 would be good. I think 3 might be doable, and then we'll maybe give ourselves the ability to pick up that gauntlets. But yeah, and I don't think I'm gonna do gear from it. I think it's just my battle gauntlets until 45-ish. I think it's 40. No, 37 is the last time we can pick up gauntlets from Skirmish Cap. That's before it starts going to rare qualities and being sad for us. Cool, let's get to our table and sort all our paperwork out. Or not. Okay. Where am I going? I gotta go all the way back up there. That's just insulting. I forgot that. Okay, let's go back to Andrath. And then try and make our way to this little encampment area. And then I'll go Mossward, and then we'll probably end up going... I think I said Estelden, right? Makes sense. This way? Is that going to take me where I want to go? I can never remember this. I'm very confused. I think if I go left and then up, it should take me where I need to go. Pretty sure that's the case. Now we just have to dodge the reds, and there we are, Gorwyn and Manildia. And I've got to get inside the throne room. Okie dokes. I mean, we've been there before. It's close enough. And also we can actually get these quests done, which is nice. Hopefully, you know, we can hit these reds. Ideally. Again, it's not the damage that's the problem. It is the chance of hitting. If we hit, we do a lot of damage. It's just hitting in the first place. Do I get anything out of these? I mean, experience. I guess that's the main outcome or output, whatever. Okay. Throne room. Let's get this treasure cache because there's a chance I might get something out of it. 5 superior vegetable medleys and this. It's a halberd. Does it at least look good? It doesn't really. It looks a bit silly, I'm not going to lie. And I'll say it every single time. This Angren spear reminds me of something Necrony, to be honest. It's the green. It's the green that does it. I know that. That's for sure. Let's try and get these done. I'm not going to go around trying to find all the gaunt men stuff. I'm just going to try and kill the regular whites and stuff. Hopefully. That won't take too long. I don't know what knocked me out. It must have been some sort of debuff, I guess. But did I get anything good? Celebrant salve, correct ruined dwarf carving, iron ore, or rich iron ore, I should say. What is it with your pathing? I don't understand. It's confusing. Either way. Yeah, let's kill 2 more of these. And then off to Estelden. Ideally, we go. I think that's the best choice for us. Like, Western Estelden, which almost rhymes, sort of, is, I think, best case scenario for us right now. Just because we don't really get any gear upgrades from this point onwards. This is our last gear upgrade. Yeah, no, I'm not going to worry about it. I'll hold on to it, but not a big deal. I will put these on. I think this is what I'm after. So 7 more might. We're getting 5 more vitality, and we're getting some evade instead of crit defense. But I'll take the ever so slight, what, 25 morale increase. I'll take it. What's this shield look like? Not terrible. Okay. Or not. That's not how you go up a hill. Nuh-uh. Alright, fingers crossed this actually did some amount of experience. How much did that give me? 2,610, but it was high level. This is going to give me enough to level up. There we are, 24. That's perfect. And then I'm going to use this as an excuse for us to go to Westbury. And I think getting to Esselden might be a bit of a hassle. The only thing is I can get to Trestlebridge. That's fine. But that's not really going to help me.
Greetings.
Yeah, Esselden. Undiscovered route. That's a little sad. Quick feint is a skill that I also just got. That's pretty nice. We're looking at a sudden feint leaves your enemy off balance and grants you the metal to quickly finish them off. So it costs 9 power, adds 3 to metal, and adds a plus 10% melee damage. I don't know if I'm going to need to often do that, but sure, yeah.
Hail! Have you come to heed the summons to war?
And then my very quick travel to Trestlebridge. I thought for a second I had to go to the war room, but I guess I don't. I could finish that. It's a level 24 quest. Maria, how are we doing? Actually, I should have a look. What level are these quests? 24? Okay, so do I just go and do Trestlebridge quests for a bit? Might be a better way of doing it.
What do you need?
Because I'm probably not going to be here that long, and then we can also just go Evandem from the other things.
Stay a moment.
Let's pick this up. And I don't know why it's lagging so bad. So terribly bad. Yeah, because you have a quest. He's been there for like 16 years waiting for proof. I mean, you can help him.
What do you need?
But still.
Could I have a word?
Search Trestlebridge for the cause of the explosion. Okay, so how much experience? 633, so it's not actually as much, but that's also because it's not as high level. So these are on-level quests versus,
Stay a moment.
you know, not, you know, higher level quests. But if I remember correctly, there's quite a lot of like quests available from like these orc camps and stuff, so that'll help us out a little bit. And hey, more deeds, more Lotro points. Hello, Captain Trotter. How are you doing?
How can I be of service?
And then speak with Aggie again. I think then she sends us out. I could be wrong.
Oh dear.
Yes. It like doubles up. Like grave tier 2. Oh, sometimes I see these things. I have like the want to. I feel like more now than ever, like with Good to Bad, I didn't really care much about doing group content. I just kind of didn't have that that drive. I feel like recently though, with especially with Before the Shadow, but more so I think with like Return to Calm Doom, I do want to like do more endgame stuff and like have at least one good character. Also, this lag is abysmal. But also, I like the whole completionist thing. That's also fun. But that obviously takes up significantly more time to get a character to 140. So, yeah. Okay, what else do I actually have to do? Where am I going? Up here? Gill Orgs. I can do that. That's pretty much the gist of the game, I'm pretty sure. Like, yeah, if you really boil it down, that's kind of what happens. And final one. Except now this guy has a quest. What's your quest? Finish that. And then historic maps. So again, that was 759 experience. So it's not... See, it's the thing is, it's less experience. But at the same time, it's like more quests, even though less experience. So it's kind of... It kind of like balances out quite well. Okay, I need one more Cruel Beak. And we'll pick up this for a quest. Also, do I have to kill this guy? I don't know if I have to kill this guy. I'm pretty sure I do at some point. Cool, that's done. And then that's done. Okay, I don't know. I feel like there's definitely a quest where you've got to defeat that guy. I just don't know if it's something that we trigger from like an item or from another quest. So I think we'll go back without having to worry about him for the minute. Okay, so did I get anything good out of this? Just Men of Bree rep, which is very weird to get, even though it's North Downs. But I guess Estelden, like Rangers of Estelden, you're not going to get experience from Trestlebridge, which is just like a town, basically, a little village type thing.
I didn't earn anything, I'm sure.
Okay. And yourself.
Might I take a moment of your time?
Is this cloak going to be better? No. Significantly not.
How can I be of service? Stay a moment.
Thank you. Friend. And then over here.
What can I do for you? How can I be of service?
Free Talbot. That's free him. I mean, that was actually giving me 1,200, 1,200. Like, these are actually quite decent experience gains.
What can I do for you? Would you do something for me?
It was 756, but also, like, totally understand. Because that was an incredibly easy quest. Is this the quest that's going to make me kill that guy? Search for the half-orc who planted the powder. Unfortunately, I want to have a look if it's particularly good, but also it doesn't matter because, you know, we can't use any of them. That's light armor. But I mean, it's got crit, so it's not the end of the world. Like, it's not the worst thing. Okay, I wonder if we're quick enough where these guys haven't respawned. No, they have respawned. That's fine. Cool. So I think 25 is definitely the goal. We probably won't do like a super long stream today because I think my body has just suddenly realized how tired it is because I didn't really get much sleep last night. Because I do this weird thing now because I have to be up early on Wednesdays, like quite early compared to what I'm normally. I'm like scared to oversleep for work, so I just kind of think to myself, why don't I just stay up? If I stayed up, then yeah, I might be tired, but at least I won't oversleep. And then I changed my mind halfway through. So I probably had about 3 hours of sleep. I should probably try and add to that number eventually. But I do want to get to 25. I think 25 would be a nice stopping point. That's kind of what I predicted I would get, considering I thought we'd be leveling a lot slower. And it also leads us into being able to go to Evendim next time. We might even do like another smaller Ironman stream on like maybe Sunday, like Saturday, Sunday time as one of those shorter streams, because that way I can actually like, if I do some of the shorter streams, there at least we're getting a little bit of progress, you know? I don't know if I want to do this though. It's 24, but it's small fellowship. It's not even small fellowship, it's fellowship, which does make me a little bit concerned for our survivability.
Please, stay a moment.
Travel the crossroad north of the Greenway, which then sends us into the Barrow Downs. So, not Barrow Downs, the Fornost.
How can I be
Don't know why I call them that, because it's not the same thing by any means. Okay, let's get rid of that for now. And then those gave us 1,207, 1,270. So we're looking at like, so 5 quests is 6,000 experience. So 5, so we're looking at like 8 quests, 7 quests plus kills. And there's quite a few things in Fornost, I think. I can't fully remember this area though. We'll see.
Oh, it's a sorry day.
Collect the cartwheel.
But will you help me?
Is that literally it? Is that the only quest? I remember this one. I feel like there's got to be something else. Especially if there's literally, like, one enemy. And I can just not have to deal with it. You know? Just, I don't know. It just feels, just feels a little bit, I don't know, underwhelming. Like, you could have probably done that yourself.
Woe be me. Might I take a moment of your time?
So let's go back, travel to Elsie Woodruff. I don't think we'd get the experience, like the higher experience for that, but hey, it's something. This crossroads points to a dark land of the north, Fornos, but the light of the campfire catches your eye. Bye-bye. Nope, that is just a weirdly difficult to walk through bush.
It's a sorry day.
I think that's another thing. It's nice to be... it's nice to see people, you know?
Shadow is on my spirit.
I know I keep saying it, but I'm so used to Shadowfax where there's just like me. And me alone. What deed did I finish? I just completed Of Glories Long Past. Is that a quest? No. Yeah, it must be. I just finished that. Okay. So we've already done 15 quests in this zone. That's not bad. Find the source of the unsettling song. Is this better? Nope, it gives me power. And then that just we can't use. It loves power. I guess power is more relevant now, but I still feel like it's not going to be relevant enough for us to care about it. Like, even having done... Like, I haven't done anything massively difficult yet, but even doing the newest instances or whatever, I haven't actually required any sort of power pot or any, like, power... increasing, you know, skill that like Hunter has now.
Why are you bothering me?
Yeah, I don't know if that's just because it's only like tier 1 solo, you know, and therefore they don't expect you to have to worry about it, but I guess we'll find out. Okay, 6,459 experiences. Points to go. Pick that up.
Will you stay a moment and learn of my troubles?
I don't know. It's quite different on tier 5. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't really feel like I'm ever going to do anything tier 5. That's not really my thing. I have done like tier 3 of stuff before, like tier 2 and tier 3. That kind of stuff. But I don't know if... I'm not really an endgame player in general, so I think trying to do tier 5 is probably not where I fit. It would be maybe nice to challenge myself to try and join in. But I feel like with those higher tiers as well, it's kind of... You generally have your own group. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm completely wrong and I'm just completely lying about this. I feel like, though... A lot of people want their own group where they know how to, I guess, reliability of other players. Though that said, I do see tier 5 things in World Chat quite a lot, so... Well, not quite a lot, but, like, enough that I've noticed. Every time it says cranked dwarf carving, I keep thinking it's an item. I still need to learn healing, like, properly. It's like earlier, I saw in LFF, it said, you know, like... I can't remember what instance it was, but it was like, this instance, need a healer. And I'm like, I could be a healer. Or I would like to know how to be one. So that I can fill that niche. And, it's not even a niche, but like, fill that gap when it's an available thing. But I just don't know where to start. That's my biggest thing. Oh, there is a roving thread, and I definitely need to stay away from him. Please no. I mean, if I die to a roving thread, I'm not gonna lie, that's a fitting death. Like, if I die to one, fair play. Honestly, I won't be too mad. But at the same time, it doesn't mean I'm gonna let it happen, if I can help it. Okay, I need to get more Barghists rather than Oathbreakers. Ideally, Shadow Wing. I thought it said Shadow King. I was like, wait a minute, I'm not in Moria. What is this? Okay, that's another quest. That's like quite a nice thing about this zone, or Fornos, like the Fields of Fornos specifically, is that there are a lot of just landscape quests. I thought you were supposed to be difficult. And a level 25, which again tees us up perfectly for us to enter Evendim, which we can actually start doing immediately because we are here and we can go to Evendim from here. So yeah, why not? I think that's fitting. We'll be slightly, well, actually, I technically shouldn't do this. Really, I should go to Boris Sword first, right? I shouldn't actually be going to this zone straight away. But if I can find like Chinnadir straight away, then at least I have a Stable Master. Also, I think 19 quests is a decent amount of quests done there. Makes me think, with how easy and quick they were on level, like, I think there's a character that's, I haven't done all the quests in this area, and I was like, I could probably, like, who's like level 50 or something, like Kotal or my my Brawler. I could probably just do that without, like, too much issue. Won't take long at all. Okay, purple enemies are scary, and please go away. I need to be a little bit careful now, because I've done this kind of a dumb way coming through here. And I don't really know why I did it, because again, down here is where I need to be, and I think you can swift travel from the Shire up to Oatbarton. It's still technically the Shire, but it's like that weird thing where it's in the Shire. It's like hobbits, but like it's on the in between, so it's like counts as Evendim. It's like, I'm pretty sure the Slayers count as the Shire, but the quests are Evendim, I think. I can't remember, but I know it's split in some way. New skirmish available. How fancy. Also, I really need to sell my inventory. because it's a tad bit full. No, purple enemies, go away, please. 34. This area is supposed to be 30. However, I think what's happened is this is 30, and then it moves up pretty quickly. So we will have to be a little bit careful. But I think coming down here should be fine. Oh. Okay. Is this out of run combat speed? Just plus 20%? Okay. Out of combat, please. Just run away. Ignore. Thank you. What is in combat with me now? I don't know what's in combat with me, and it's confusing. Okay, now it's not in combat with me.
Greetings.
Oh, is it actually going to make me... That's kind of sad. Okay, what I'm going to do then is... I'm going to go back to Mosswood. And I'm going to go to the Shire. And hope I can just do it from there. Fingers crossed. So then we go to there. And yeah, I think when we get up there, we might finish off. But just like setting ourselves up for next time.
Hello there.
Does this work? No. Okay, this will take us a little bit closer. So even though we're going to go to the homesteads, which is south, if we then use the thing, we can go to the party tree, which is a little bit closer and saves us a little bit of hassle. Scabbers, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. I'm going to go here. I don't know why I chose this one. Well, I mean, it was closer, but like, I could have gone to my actual house. I think it just feels weird if I go to my personal house on this character versus, you know, at least somewhat traveling there. It's like a teeny bit more effort to put behind it, I guess. Even though it's really not a big deal. Okay, let's do that, and let's scroll down, and party tree. Eventually, there we are. Sights of the Shire. Haven't even done that very simple deed. Okay, that at least takes us significantly closer. I'm trying to think now, right? So Brock and Borings, we've got that. Right, North Cotton thing, right? North Cotton Farm. Isn't there... I think there's a quest. I feel like there's a quest at level... Maybe it's literally just a no Barton quest. Mysterious Relic in the Shire. Secret Club. North Cotton Farm. Gives me a gift Matham, but it's level 30. So is it worth it? Probably. I mean, even for the rep. Oh, also, there's a skirmish camp here. We could totally check out the skirmish camp again, because we're 25 now. I don't think there's a thing at 25, but I could be wrong. I know technically if we didn't have our other limitations in place of the armor, we could get ourselves the barrow armor. But although I'm not going to buy it, I am curious. What
Something I can do for
would the barrow armor be like compared to this? So great barrow armor set. Is it particularly better? It is kind of, but also not, because we get more might, we get more vitality, but we lose the physical mastery from that. Once again, same might, a bit more vitality. We do gain max power and in-combat morale regen, which is probably better for us than evade. Max power will, so yeah, probably not great. Fate, I mean, that's pretty good, but also like level 9, of course it's better. And then that one's significantly better just because it's low level in comparison, and also stats are just more relevant, I guess. Though finesse is also an actual thing that we care about. But weapons, hello. 20, 23, 27. So 23 was where the DPS stayed the same. Might was less, agility, vitality was more, and physical mastery was higher. So overall, I think that's an upgrade. And then 27 over here, which we might focus on next. I think we'll just skip getting the 23 and then just wait 2 levels, get the 27. Because I think the 23s are just a bit too close, but this is like basically an upgrade in every regard. We lose a bit of might still. We lose, what, 19 might, but the physical mastery is 220 higher, and also we're getting, 21 extra vitality as well, so definitely worth looking into. Also, I think at that level,
I can do for you.
Not that we can get it, but I think we have these, which are even better. That is a ton of crit, even though you lose physical mastery. So yeah. Unfortunately, it's weird, right? Because I think it's cool that it makes the skirmish camp actually somewhat viable for it, but at the same time, like, at least for me as a character, I have this thing, the Brawler Battle Gauntlets, which you may as well use every 10 levels instead of going back to skirmish camp every couple levels, right? But then at the same time, it's like, I don't know, you'd also just do Before the Shadow, probably get the gauntlets and then be kind of better off for getting the purple, the teal ones. Because I think, were these the thing I picked up? Yeah. Wait, no, they're level 10. Oh wait, why have I not got this Tome of the Chestnut Corgi? Oh, maybe I just chucked them. Right, that just saves an inventory slot there.
Hello
right,
there.
And we are in O'Barton. We have quests, but we're gonna leave it there, I think, for this evening. So a little bit of a shorter one. I do apologize, but I think, especially with this character, I need to make sure that I'm sort of paying the most attention. And yeah, I think I need a little bit of a lie down. So that's going to be it for today. Tomorrow is, unless plans change or something changes, going to be probably us going on the Warden was the original plan. So that's most likely going to stay the same. I don't think I'm going to be going up to level 100. I think it's more just going to be, I want to kind of try and get used to Warden a bit again. So maybe we'll try doing some like skirmishes or something. That could be interesting. But that should be just regular 6 p.m. start for me. And then, yeah, we've got like, I want to do, I think, the... I'll probably do some like new content, like Condoom stuff on Friday. Then I think we might go to... yeah, then I might go to do the Arkansas thing on Saturday, and I'm not sure what we'll do on Saturday. Maybe just some more Ironman. Yeah, so I have my 78%. So fast. So speedy. But yeah, anyway. Thank you all for coming along. Hope you enjoyed the stream. And I shall see you in the next one for hopefully a little bit of a longer one. And yeah, we might be really productive tomorrow with Warden. It's been a while since I played him, so I guess we'll see. But yeah. Thank you for coming along, as said. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.